You recording? Alright, this is Team Red Cloud. This is a deck profile on Karakuri's.
This is JxKINGx channel. So yeah, I'm about to show you. This is my teammate Kairi, and he has a Karakuri deck, beastie as hell. So he's gonna present it to you today.
Alright, in this deck, we first start off 3 Karakuri soldiers, mandatory in all Karakuri decks. This is a searcher. It's like a giant rat. 3 Karakuri strategists. This allows you to toggle with your opponent's battle positions, also allows you to toggle with your battle positions. Great for other Karakuri cards that are supportive in the deck. 3 Karakuri Ninchi. This is a new Karakuri release that was out. Broke. It allows you to normal summon once you summon this. Extra normal summon of a Karakuri monster. That's like synchros for first turn. 2 Karakuri Quicks. Karakuri Quick, great effect. Once it destroys a monster by battle, you can special summon level 4 Karakuri from your graveyard, face up defense position. That allows you to go into another sync after the battle phase. New release, Karakuri Nanchini. Great card also. When he's normal summon, you draw a card for every face up Karakuri monster you control in defense position. Great with strategists. Great for using quick after, you know, you have the new release stuff, so it's real easy to do that. 1 Karakuri Shazank effect, flip face up. It sends one monster to the graveyard. Great to get around Stardust and other monsters that negates destroying. Also, when it's flip face up that turn, it can attack you directly. 1 Gores. Gores is a great card to have in any deck.
Helps against the OTK.
Yes. When you get attacked directly, basically if you have no cards on the field, you just drop Gores. He's 2700 beat stick, and he gets the attack, and he summons a token that gets the attack points up the damage he gets too. 2 Cyber Dragon. Mandatory in this deck, I would say. Helps gets around Alley of Justice Catastrophe, and its first turn synchros too. Sync with strategist. That's it for the monsters. For the spells, grab this whole thing here. We got.
It doesn't get over Catastrophe. It doesn't get over Catastrophe.
It does get over Catastrophe. You send Catastrophe and him to the grave. Chimera Tech.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
3 Karakuri Anatomy. Like I said, strategist was great. This is one of the reasons why. Anatomy is like 6 samurai card. I think it's united. Every time a Karakuri monster changes battle position, it gets a counter, max 2. Then you can send it off to draw 2 cards, or 1, depending on the counter.
Like 6 Samurai United.
2 Karakuri Cashier. Allows you to switch battle positions of a Karakuri and insert your deck for a level 4 lower Karakuri added to your hand. Great for Karakuri Anatomist and Karakuri Strategist. That's an easy 2-card send-off. Draw 2 cards. Monster Reborn, Book of Moon, staple, Dark Hole, staple, 2 MSTs, staple, Giant Trunade, staple, Limit Removal. This card, great, OTK card. It's got me out of a lot of stuff.
Against me.
2 Machine Duplications, great for this deck. It allows you to run off in the game, synchroing in this. With this deck, when you use machine duplication, you're probably going to synchro about 3-4 times before you finally end.
If you could get another one, if anybody has for trade.
Yes,
yes.
We need another machine.
Yes.
Yeah. 2 Pot of Avarices. You know you need to put cards back in your deck after you synchro, because this deck synchros a lot.
Too much.
Traps. We have Solemn Judgment, staple, great card to have, negates the summon of monsters.
Or magics or traps.
Yes. By the way, I'm looking for Solemn Warnings if anybody has any. I need Solemn Warnings.
Yeah,
Trap Stuns. This deck is really good, and the thing about this deck is, if you stop it, like with
Mirror Force,
things like that, then you're probably going to screw this deck over, because if you stop its synchros, it's going to have a hard time keeping up. 2 bottomlesses. Staple. Royal Oppression. Great in this deck. Once you run off and synchro 4 or 5 times, if you have Royal Oppression face down, you might want to activate it.
Afterwards, so your opponent can't special summon anything else, so you already got your field set up.
I'm looking for 2 more of these. This is also a new release that came out, Karakuri Cash Shield. What it does is, if you have a face-up defense position Karakuri monster on the field, you can negate the activation of an opponent's spell or trap card and destroy it.
Yeah, that's...
It's like a Dark Bribe, but better.
Yeah.
1 compulsory, 1 mirror force, and 1 torrential tribute. And that's all for the deck.
That's sexy torrential tribute.
Yes, it is. Now, synchros. Mirror Tech Fortress Dragon. This was the card I was talking about. If you're ever facing Ally of Justice Catastrophe, you can send Cyber Dragon and Ally of Justice Catastrophe off to play him. People should know what it does already. Pretty sure it's seen a lot of play in decks that run Cyber Dragon. 3 Karakuri Shogun 00 Beret. He is one of the greatest cards. I think he's better than the 2800 attack point one. For one, he allows you to toggle with your opponent's monsters and your monsters as well. Change their battle position. Your opponent, if he's on the defensive, you can force him into attack position and run over his monsters. 2600 beat stick.
If I had a guy, I would beat it.
And 3 Karakuri Shoguns in model 00X Barado. He's also really good. He allows you to search your deck for another Karakuri monster in the deck, and especially summon it just like Beret, but instead of having the effect to toggle monsters' battle positions, he has the effect that if a monster with Karakuri in his name changes battle position on your side of the field, you draw a card. 2800 beat stick.
This deck is really good for drawing cards.
Other synchros, just stuff, Stardust, Colossal, Black Rose, Iron Chain. I'm gonna get more synchros for this deck. This deck's still in the work.
Show the side deck now.
Side deck. Foolish Return. Great card for cards that target in the graveyard. It buys you a little bit more time. Scrap.
Holy shit, that's actually a quick play too.
Yeah, it's a quick play.
So that's actually good.
Things like scraps helps a teensy bit against X-Saber. I was actually playing it against this guy in tournament X-Sabers, and it helped really good. 2 Death Tornadoes. They act like 2 more MSTs in my deck for spell and trap card destroyers. The other compulsories in here. Zoma the Spirit. Zoma the Spirit is a card with a level of 4. I have a lot of tuners in this deck. If I can't get to a Karakuri monster, I will be playing Zoma the Spirit. Yes, it's a dark type, which means I won't be able to go into any of my Karakuri synchros, but I will be able to get things like Stardust. I'd be able to get things like Black Rose and Blow Up. Mind Control. You rolling a lot of tuners. This is good. Divine Wrath. 2 enemy controllers. When you can't get around a big monster, take the big monster. My body has a shield. Like I said, Karakuri monsters often face the threat of being Dark Hold, Mirror Force, Torrential, things like that. All you have to do is pay 15. Black Rose too. All you have to do is pay 1500 life points to negate and destroy it. Great card in my opinion. Sangan. I'm about the main deck Sangan. Once he's destroyed, it lets you search your deck for a 1500 or less attack position monster added to your hand. This card would be great in that deck. Once it's destroyed, you can send it to the graveyard, add the 0 attack point Nishini to your hand. Next turn, summon again, synchro.
Or you can use it as synchro material too, if it lives.
Since I don't have another machine dupe, I might end off running this Inferno Reckless Summoning. What it does, you can only activate this card when one monster with an attack of 1500 points or less is special summoned to your side of the field when there is a face-up monster on your opponent's side of the field. Special summon all cards with the same name as the summon monster from your hand, deck, and graveyard in attack position. Your opponent selects one monster on the field and special summons all cards with that same name from their hand, deck, graveyard. This is kind of good. I kind of like it. better than machine dupe, but then again I don't, because your opponent gets to do it too. But the reason why I like it is because it boosts the attack up from 500 to 1500. So I might have a tuner and doesn't need the machine dupe, but I can use Infernal Reckless Summon on my things like Soldier. Exiled Force, Rem card in there, blows up face down defense position monsters with hidden face down flip effects that I might not know about. It's actually been great for me in wiping out cards like Raiko, for instance, things like that. Dark Dust Spirit, this is like my Black Rose Dragon substitute, and it's another Alley of Justice Catastrophe plus any other card that I might have troubles with. Sacrifice a monster, summon him to the field, destroys all monsters on the field except for himself, which means if things are going right for you, that's a direct attack, and then at the end of the turn he bounces back to the hand. Last card for mirror matches, scraps another machine deck system down. I recommend this if you're going against a lot of mirror matches, or you see a lot of people with machine type cards in play in your local area. What it does is you pay 1,000 life points, remove from play all machine type monsters on your opponent's side of the field and in their graveyard.
Wow, only on your opponent's side of the field? Okay, so that was Bow Wow presenting his deck.
I know you just didn't call me Bow Wow. Yep, that's the deck. I'm probably going to make some more mods to it and try to get back to another deck profile so you can see a real completed version of this deck. This deck has done me good in tournaments. I haven't been to a real big tournament yet. I just started, but my latest tournament, 5 rounds, I've went 4-1. Missed my cut by a little bit.
Are you serious? Yeah. I didn't know about that one. So this is the prodigy for Karakuri's best deck, Karakuri deck so far. But so yeah, that was JxKINGx, and that's the Karakuri deck profile for Team Red Cloud. And